Hey, what's up everybody? It's TheHyphenate here, and today I'm gonna do a super short and quick video that breaks down how to slow down your video footage that's shot at a higher frame rate. Now it's really simple. I'm not gonna go over all the science, but I'm gonna break down what percentages you need to slow down your footage that's shot at higher frame rates than what you are editing in and exporting in. So let's start off with 24 frames per second. 24 frames per second is considered to be the cinematic video look. So if you're shooting or you're editing and exporting into 24 frames per second, video that's shot at 60 frames per second can be slowed down to 40% and it's super smooth. If you slow it down more than 40%, then you're gonna have some issues. You can slow it down less than 40%, but the optimal super smooth look is gonna be at 40% even. If you have 120 frames per second footage on a 24p timeline, you can slow that up to 20%. If you're shooting at 240 frames per second on a 24p timeline, that could be slowed down to 10%. Now let's go into a 30 frames per second timeline. So if you're editing and exporting in 30 frames per second, 60p can go down to 50% and 120p can go down to 25% speed. Now, if you're editing and exporting in a 60 frames per second timeline, then 120 frames per second can be slowed down to 50% on a 60p timeline. 240 frames per second can be slowed down to 25%. Now again, these percentages are the maximum and ideal percentage playback speeds on those timelines. If you're slowing down less than that percentage that I mentioned, then you're actually gonna be losing out some frames. They're gonna be cutting frames out in order to fit into that timeline. Now, if you slow down more than the percentage I mentioned, then you're actually gonna have your editing program try to add in fake frames to add in a frame where there is not a frame present. That will actually kind of degrade the quality of your video and the slow motion is not gonna look super smooth. Now, personally, I always edit and export in 24 frames per second. And any footage that I know is not gonna be in slow motion, I make sure that I shoot in 24 frames per second. Now, if I know I want slow motion, that slow motion footage gets shot in 60p or 120p, and then I slow that down accordingly to the 24 frames per second timeline. And really, that's how simple it is. Those are the percentages you should use when editing and exporting across the different frame rate timelines. Please make sure to drop a like on this video, drop a comment below if you have any questions, and please make sure to subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming soon. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.